Let me just open up my presentation. It keeps closing it out. Why is it doing that? Okay. Um, okay. I think we're all good. You just let me know when we're live. Okay. All good? Yep, you can go live. Just let me know.
It's live now.
We're live. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Alyssa Pimentel, and I am with EXP, and I'm also your kvCore guru. Today, we're going to be talking about kvCore, and I have some awesome things for you guys. I'm down here. I'm at the downtown office, and nobody is here. But that's okay because we are recording this and we're live, so we're going to share it with you guys. But let's get started. So if I can go next. So a little bit about me. I got my license and joined EXP 2 years ago. Immediately after joining, I started offering Canva and social media type services until I discovered my love and need for kvCore. A lot of agents were struggling with kvCore, and I was struggling with making money. So I was like, let me offer them some help, and I've actually grown it into sort of like a business. I've been helping our agents with their kvCore for the majority of my time with EXP. I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I love what I do. It's a little bit hard for me to go out on showings and, drive back and forth and all this stuff. So with kvCore, I'm able to help agents from home and be with my kids. So today I'm going to cover creating a landing page for seller leads, adding and editing a campaign, and the importance of your email signature. So creating a landing page. I'm actually going to go to kvCore and build a landing page with you guys. But a couple things you have to have ready or take note of when you are creating your landing page is you need to choose a topic. So you need to figure out who you're going to target, whether that's a buyer, a seller, investor, if you're going to do agent attraction, whatever it is that you want to do, just keep that in mind. Also, you want to choose a hashtag for the leads that come in. This is going to trigger on your campaign. So if you are doing a landing page for, let's say, VA buyers, you want to have hashtag VA, and then also have a campaign with that hashtag, so that way they kind of work in like a synergy, or I guess like a funnel. You also want to choose a background. I recommend Unsplash because they're free images and you don't have to worry about copyright or anything like that. You do want to add your contact information to the page just so they know who they're giving their information to. Also, you want to choose a link where you're going to take the lead. So this could be a home valuation link if you're doing a seller landing page, which is what we're going to do today. A buyer's guide. It can go to a squeeze page. So if you're doing a landing page for pool homes, then you might want to take them over to the pool home squeeze page. You can also set up a thank you page. It all depends on what type of landing page you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and come over to kvCore. I'm gonna actually build a landing page with you guys. So if you are listening, go ahead and open up kvCore and go over to lead engine. Go over to lead engine and click on build landing page. So once you're here, like I said, what you're going to want to do is think of the type of lead that you want to target. In this case, we're going to do seller leads. So I'm going to build this landing page around a home valuation. So right now, in the left-hand side, there's different options. You have lead generation, which is going to capture their email and phone. You have video view, which is going to be, if you have a YouTube video, maybe you already have a video you can put in here. You're just going to put in your YouTube ID here. There's also content hijack. If you want to, let's say you say, download my buyer's guide, and then you're like, no, thanks, take me to what I wanted. And maybe you take them to see property. So if you have two different options, you can put that there. Text lead, you can do a call text capture where they text a code, which you will put the code in here to this number. This is your smart number. So real quick, if anybody doesn't know, when you get your kvCore, you do have a smart number, but it's not your personal number. It's a shared number. So if you want to be able to have access to your own number, then you'll have to subscribe to what they call the smart number. And that's going to be your personal number. You choose an area code, and that way you won't have any issues if, let's say you are texting your leads through the campaign. They'll actually be able to text you back, and they'll be able to call you, and it won't be rerouted to another agent. But that was just a little side note. Also, you could do an address capture. This is obviously just going to capture their address and nothing else. And then there's the Facebook chat. And then you'll just connect your Facebook here. But in this case, I always just do the lead generation. That way we can capture their most important pieces of information. But the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a hashtag. So I'm just going to say home value. And I already have a campaign set up for a home value request. And I'm actually going to share that campaign with you guys. I have a campaign code that I'm going to share with you. So once we're done creating this landing page, you can import that campaign, and then you can start promoting this page or posting it, doing QR codes, if you're door knocking or whatever it is, and then automatically have a campaign. So I'm so excited to share that with you guys. The next thing I'm gonna do is the submit button text. So right here where it says, see the list now, I'm actually gonna say, I'm gonna put next and then enter address, just so that they know that on the next page, they're gonna give their address so we can actually give them an instant home valuation. The next thing I'm gonna do is put the URL after they log in. So right here, when they put their email and their cell phone, they're essentially logging in. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go and give them a link. So if you have HomeBot, or if you're using some other home valuation tool for your leads, then you would put that URL here. So we're gonna take them to that website. In this case, I'm just gonna use my kvCore home valuation page. So I'm going to click over here. If you're ever wondering what your website looks like or where to find it, you're going to just log into kvCore. It's going to be on your right-hand side, and you're just going to click the website here. I'm going to click right here where it says home valuation. Yours probably says like sell or something like that. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to copy this link. So this is where we're going to take them next. As you can see, they're going to need to enter their address. So I'm going to put that here. Paste. I'm also going to require the phone number. You don't have to. If you just want to get their email, that's fine. But I want to try and capture some phone numbers. The next thing is the background. So I actually have a background already that I'm going to use. I'm going to have to go through it and get a URL for the photo. So what I do, I don't get the photos from Google. I don't get the URL from Google. What I do is I find a photo on a website like Unsplash or somewhere like that. That's a free image. And then I go over to something called postimages.org. This is going to give you a permanent link for your photo. if you go to Google and you just left click and say copy image URL and you paste it in, if that website decides to take that image down, your landing page the link is gonna be broken for that image. So that's why I always use post images. I'm gonna go here and find a photo. Let's see, I have a ton of stuff in here. Let's just say, okay, let's just say this photo. I'm just gonna use any photo. You guys are free to pick whatever photo you want to use. Again, I'm just coming to post images and I'm getting a direct link to the photo. So this is the photo URL. I'm gonna click here on direct link. It has to be the direct link. Okay, so I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna go over here to background and I'm gonna scroll all the way down to custom background. You do have some options here for a background. I've just used them so much that I kind of got tired of them. So I am gonna just put my own photo in here. And I'm gonna paste it onto here. And it's gonna change my background. I'm also gonna choose the lead type. So this is gonna target sellers, people that wanna know their home valuation. So it's gonna be a seller. And then I'm gonna start on the content. So right here, when you get to the text, just be very careful because if you double click on any of these boxes, they will disappear and you will have to start all over. So one of the things that I do is I use ChatGPT to help me with the content. So like, let's say this text right here, I just don't know what to say or how to sound catchy or whatever. I'll just go to ChatGPT and I'll ask it to give me a landing page idea or content. So I'm going to show you guys that. So I'm going to go over to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, give me, let's see if I can move this so you guys can see it better. I'm going to say, give me the content. Whoops. For a real estate landing page. And I'm going to say home valuation. And then I'm going to say a short header and short subheader. I'm just going to say subheader. And 2 bullet points. Also short headers and subheaders. The reason I'm saying headers, subheaders, blah, blah, is because ChatGPT talks a lot. It will give you like a whole entire paragraph. And as you can see, there's not a lot of text on this page. It's very simple, straight to the point. So that's what I want to tell ChatGPT is that I want it, super simple. And then I'm going to say, I'm just going to press enter, see what it gives me. So it says, unlock the true value of your home, discover the market worth of your property today. I'm just going to copy this just so we can keep it moving. If you guys want to keep asking the chat to give you another option, then you could say redo or give me more options, and then you could just copy this. So let's go back over to the landing page. As you can see, there's not really much you can do as far as customizing this page. You can't really edit the font or the color of the text, which is unfortunate. But what I've learned is that if you go over to, let's say, a Google Doc or something, you can transfer the text over if you're big on changing font colors. You just have to keep in mind that the font color needs to be white and it needs to not have a highlight in the background, which you will see once you get, if you decide to go that route. I'm going to keep it super basic today, and I'm just going to type this, what it said here. So unlock the true value of your home. Unlock the true value of your home. And then I'm going to say, discover the market worth of your property. I'm going to say, find out what your home is worth in today's market. That's what I'm saying. I think that sounds a little bit better. Find out what your home is worth in today's market. All right. And then it says here, accurate property assessment, timely results. So the campaign that I have, what it tells them is that they may have used the instant home valuation, and that's because I gave them the link to go and get an instant home valuation, but it's not always accurate. So I don't want to say that it's accurate and they go straight there and then they think that that's what the property is really worth, because the home valuation on kvCore is not always 100% accurate. It really depends on if there's enough comps in the area, or where they're pulling that data or that data from. So I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to erase all these check boxes, and what I'm going to say is, tell me where to send your report. So the instant home valuation is actually going to give them an instant home valuation if they decide to put their address at that next slide or that next URL or next step, right? But with the campaign, I have some emails that basically tell them that it's not accurate and that we can do a professional home valuation or professional home analysis. So we are going to actually send them a report. So any leads that you get from this landing page, I would go ahead and do some comps, run some comps, and then send it over to them. That will increase the chances of them responding to you, and they will really appreciate that. So I'm just going to say, find out what your home is worth in today's market. Tell me where to send your report. Okay, and then it's going to say next, enter address. So we're going to keep this super simple. The next thing I need you to do is add your contact information. So right here it says, if you enter your cell number, we promise to only send interesting, relevant real estate information. You can reply stop at any time. You can leave that if you want, but what I like to do is I like to add my personal information straight onto this page, just so that way they know who they're giving their information to. So this text is actually black. kvCore is constantly trying to better themselves. And I think with all the check boxes, this text was showing up down here and the text was white, just like this one. So they decided to change it black. That's something that they recently did. But since I keep my landing pages short, it's not really helping me out a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go to Google Docs and I'm gonna show you what I meant earlier about changing font types and things like that. I'm gonna create sort of like a signature for the bottom of my page. So I'm gonna say Alyssa, Pimentel, Realtor, and I'm gonna put my phone number. Oops. And then I'm gonna put my email. You can also put eXp Realty. You can put your little slogan, whatever you want to do. So what you need to do to be able to transfer any text over to your landing page, and like I said, you can do this with the other text if you want. You need to make sure that there is no highlight behind the text. So we're going to click on none. Then I'm going to make this white, and then I'm going to center it. And I'm actually going to leave it. I'm not going to change the font just because I didn't do it on the page either. So I kind of want everything to sort of match up. All right, there we go. And then I'm just going to click on done. So you need to be careful because once you click save, there really is no way to go back and edit this page. You'll have to redo the entire page. The cool thing about it is that if you did transfer all of that text over, let's say from Google Docs, you change font colors and all of that. Once you have this landing page, you can open it up again in your kvCore. You can look at your past landing pages, and then you can kind of copy over what you did and just fix whatever mistake that you made or enter whatever information that you forgot. So I'm just going to click save. I always just double check, make sure everything's spelled correctly, make sure I have everything I want, and then click save. So there you go. So that is how you build a landing page. Once you have this link, what you can do is you can create a QR code. You can also post it on social media. What I like to do is I like to just add a bunch of groups in my area. Obviously, we're not in New York, for anyone who was wondering. But let's say you were in New York, what you could do is you could add a bunch of Facebook groups that are in your area and then post this to those community groups. Sometimes they don't like when you are posting in there, but I just like to add a bunch of different groups, post in there, and then you'll be able to see if they allowed your post or they removed it, and then you can just remove yourself from that group if they're not allowing you to post. That way you just keep a good amount of pages that are allowing you to post. I would recommend like for sale pages, neighborhood pages. I am part of a lot of moms group pages because I do have kids, and I would like to connect with other moms. So I sometimes post in there. I try not to be too salesy. I think that if you post a video with your landing page, you have more engagement, and the admins of the groups are less likely to erase your post. You can also post the landing page in the comments. However you guys want to do it. Again, you could do a QR code. It's up to you. You can run a Facebook ad. It's up to you. So once we have this landing page and we've posted it, we are going to hopefully start to capture some leads. And what's going to happen is all of those leads are going to come in with the hashtag home value. I have a campaign for you guys that actually does have that hashtag already set up. But what I want to show you guys is this right here. If you would like to brand your landing page, I have created a sort of, I guess it is a Google Doc. I created a Google Doc with some code for your website and instructions on how you can brand your landing page. So what I mean by that is you can change the logo on your landing page and you can change the button color. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. I am working with an agent now and I have done it for her. I haven't done mine, but I did it for her. So I added her logo with the EXP logo, and I also changed the color. As you can see, we also added her information at the bottom. And then I can show you what another home valuation page looks like. Uncover your home value instantly. Tell me where to send your report. See how the text looks a lot different than the one that I just did. I was doing mine just to be quick. What I do though, when I make my landing pages is I do change the font. I do make it look a little more visually appealing. So if you do want to do that, again, you just go to Google Docs. And then if you wanted to brand your landing page, then I would just take a picture of this QR code or a screenshot, or whatever you want to do. And then it will take you to my Google Docs, where I love Google Docs, if you can't tell, where it'll give you the code and instructions on how you can brand your landing page. You'll need to go into your website settings. You'll need to replace a portion of the code with the new logo. You will have to go to Canva and create that logo. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. So if you go over to Canva, you can find something right here on, you can create a design and go to logo. Let's see if I can find it right here. Okay. So in order to stay in compliance, you do need to have the EXP logo on your marketing. But you can add both. So what I've done is, and what I've done for a lot of my agents is, I'll go to Canva and I'll put the two logos side by side. Try to match it as best as you can. If your logo is like white or black, then try to match with the EXP logo just so it looks good. And white and black kind of match with everything. So that's great. But once you have this logo, then you can change the logo on your landing page. You can change the logo on your website. And I'll show you what the website looks like too. So this is an agent that I've worked with on building her website. I added her logo and the EXP logo, and I'll show you a little bit more about the website really quick. For anyone who's interested in getting a website upgrade, that is one of the things that I do. All right, I added this contact box right on the front page, branded it, made the bio look a little bit nicer. So there are some things that we can do with kvCore website. There are some limitations, but if you know how to do website coding, then we can make some of your website dreams come true. Alrighty, so let's go back over to my presentation. So the next thing is gonna be add your free campaign. So I am actually giving you guys access to my home valuation campaign. It's a 30-day campaign, so you will have to have another campaign going right behind it, maybe like a sphere campaign or another seller campaign. But just go ahead and take a picture, a screenshot of this code, and I'm going to show you exactly where to put it. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to, how do I exit this? Right there. You're going to go back over to your kvCore and you're going to go into marketing, smart campaigns. And then right over here where this box is, this little double copy type symbol, you're going to enter that code in here. Okay. So you'll just type the code. If anyone is on now, I'll just leave the screen up for a moment so you can kind of transfer that code over to your kvCore. All right. So again, this is a 30-day campaign. It's just going to follow up and say, thank you for submitting a home valuation request. I was just curious if you are seriously thinking of selling your home or if you were just curious of the value of your home. Either way, I would still love to chat with you. If you could give me some more information. All the emails are a little bit different, but if you can get some more information about your home, that will help us to create a more accurate analysis of your home. It talks about, again, how the home valuation page is not exactly accurate. So it goes into depth about that. So hopefully you've written down the code or you've already typed it in. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm just going to show you guys what my home value campaign looks like. I'm going to scroll down just so you guys can see. I have a ton of campaigns in here. I have absentee owner, agent attraction, beachfront buyer, cold calling leads. That's only one email. Just like a follow-up if you're cold calling. I have certain communities that I'm working on: credit boosting, sphere campaigns, seller campaigns, closed client campaigns. We're asking for reviews, things like that. Door knocking. I have first-time buyer, for sale by owners, get pre-approved, and interested in joining real estate, hometown heroes, investment specialists. I have a campaign that talks about how we are with EXP and it's a global company. We can help you no matter where you are at, for those leads that are like, hey, I actually moved, I'm not in the area. So we could start saying, hey, it doesn't matter what area you're in, we can still help you out. So I have a ton of campaigns here that I've been working on. So if you are looking for a specific type of campaign, let me know. But I'm going to go back up to the home valuation request. Now I'm just going to go over the campaign. I'm going to show you guys how to edit the campaign. I'm going to show you also how you can add video to the campaign. One thing I can tell you after working with so many agents for the past 2 years is that the agents that are willing to record video are the agents that are seeing the most success. So when you hear agents talking about how video marketing is the way to go, and you're kind of like hesitant, like, should I record or does it really work? It does. It really does work. I can tell you from my experience too, posting videos on Instagram, you get a lot more engagement. People feel like they know you. They feel like they just want to talk to you. And the same thing happens when you're sending emails. So I would definitely record a video. People ask me all the time, what type of videos? I don't know what to say. Just whatever's in the email. Just open up your campaigns, click edit, and you'll see the email. And then you can just record basically like a short recap of whatever's in the email. Thank you for requesting a home valuation. I'm a realtor in office state. So I've added these merge tags so that way when you import your campaign and you start sending this campaign out, it's actually going to pull the lead first name. It's actually going to pull your office date and things like that, just so that way it looks more real. So I'm excited to assist you in determining the value of your home. You may have used the instant value estimator. Keep in mind this value may or may not be accurate. I'm here to offer you a more accurate, up-to-date valuation of your property. Before we proceed, can you please let me know if you're simply curious about the value if you're considering selling it? So what to expect? We're going to have a consultation. This can be done by simply replying to the email, texting, or calling me to discuss evaluation. I'll assess your property. I'll use my exclusive MLS access to view recently sold properties in the area that compare to yours. Valuation, you'll receive an accurate estimation, because this is talking in regards to the fact that we are going to do an actual home valuation or run comps on their property. So it'll be more accurate than the link that we send them to. And then it says this can be sent to you via email, text, or presented to you in person. The reason I say these things, like I can send it to you email, or this can be done by emailing, is that some people, they don't want to talk to realtors. They're like, I don't want to talk. I'm just curious. So I'm letting them know, like, hey, it's okay if we talk via email. It says, please note, home values do change often, so this valuation will only be good for a limited time. No worries. I'll be here to update you periodically. Please let me know if you're interested in a phone consultation or if you're simply curious. Either way, I'm eager to help you. So if you don't like what this says, or you're like, that's too long, or that's not me, you can definitely come in here and edit your campaigns. You'll just click here and you can just start to edit. Watch what happens when I erase something or add something, right? This template name up here disappeared, and now it's telling me to rename the template or save over the current template. The reason it's doing this is because kvCore likes to save every single email that you create in the campaigns as a template, so you can come back and reuse it. So you can name this. I just copied the name that's here over here if you need to rename it. If you want to just save it over the current template, you don't want to create a whole new template, then you'll just save over the current template. Sometimes this button right here can become an issue if you have this specific email in multiple campaigns. So there is an email in this campaign that is in multiple campaigns that I have, and that is the checking in email. It's a very, very simple email that just says, hey, just wanted to see if there was any real estate questions that I could answer for you, or something along those lines. And that email is in my buyer campaign, it's in my seller campaign, it's in my sphere campaign. So if you save it over the current template, and let's say you added something about a home valuation, that is going to affect your other campaigns. So just be careful with that. So you can click save, or you can just rename it to be careful, to be safe. So this is actually the basic editor. There's two different types of email editors. There's the basic, and then there's the new advanced template. I'm going to click on new advanced template so I can show you guys briefly how you can add a video to your campaigns. So I'm just going to copy all of this text so I can in the new advanced template, because it's not going to transfer over. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends. So I'm just going to copy it so I can take it with me to the new advanced template. Okay, so as you can see, it's not here. The reason I like this editor is because it's very straightforward, drag and drop. So you grab it and then you drag it. I'm going to paste the text here. As you can see, I have to do some editing. Just to fix this really quick. Okay. Just like to space it out a bit. And then I'm going to show you guys how you can add some more content. So if you see right here, content, these are the boxes that go into the advanced editor. So what you can do for video, if you want to add video, is you can subscribe to Core Video. So Core Video is actually a subscription within kvCore. And it is, I believe it's $27 a month or $30 a month. And it is essentially BombBomb. It is BombBomb. Once you subscribe, you have your own BombBomb account that's integrated with your kvCore. And you can start recording straight from your laptop. If you have the kvCore mobile app downloaded on your phone, you could also record video straight from your phone when you're out doing showings and things like that. You can do a mass email blast like, hey, come with me on this property tour. This is the address, whatever you want to do. This is definitely worth it. If you're like, I don't really want to subscribe to that, I completely understand. I don't like having subscriptions. So what you can do is use the free version. So this right here, this video is the free version. There are some limitations when it comes to this because it's not an integration. So you're just going to drag whichever one it is that you want to use over. I'm going to show you guys the free version. You're going to click on the video itself, drag it over, and then click on it again. And as you can see, it says to add a YouTube or Vimeo URL. So this URL is going to be your video URL. So when you go to YouTube, you upload your video. I recommend that you upload it to YouTube unlisted. That's what I was going to say. I just got sidetracked because I realized that Facebook might be watching from there. I'm not too sure. And the whole time I'm looking at the laptop. So I apologize. I hope you guys can see this and I hope you guys are enjoying this. But anyhow, so unlisted, because you don't want these videos to be public. You're going to say, hey, thanks for requesting a home valuation in your video. And you don't want the video to be public because people that are looking at your public YouTube channel are not requesting a home valuation. This is more of a personalized video. So I would put it as unlisted. Press the share button on your video. You should get a URL for that video. Paste it right in here and your video will automatically populate in this little box. If it doesn't, you did it wrong and you'll need some help or you need to retry. Again, you just click share, get the URL and paste it in here. If you see the video come up, then you know you did it right. Sometimes what I like to do is once I paste it, I'll just click right below and then I'll see it come up. Okay, you can also add other things to this email. You could add a divider, you could add a button where you could tell them to visit your website, or maybe they didn't get the, maybe they closed out of that browser when we sent them to enter the address. Some people, they don't like to give their information. So we have it here. We could say, get your instant home value. Or you could say, schedule an appointment with me. If you have a Calendly link, you can put that there and you'll put the URL right here. If you don't see the place for the URL, you're probably not clicking on it. So just click it, paste the URL in here, and then you can, this link will work. The other thing you can do is brand it by color. So if you want to change the font or if you want to change the color, then you can do that as well. And that's about it. You can add a few other things, but I don't really like to use them. For example, your social icons, I don't like to put them inside the email. I like to have it on my email signature. So I make sure it's on every single email and I don't have to add it manually because you do have to put all the links and it can get a little bit redundant, I guess. So the other thing is dynamic content. This, you can have a schedule showing button, view listing button, agent header, collage, agent photo. So there's certain things you want to add. You can definitely do that. Always make sure that you click on this button right here, send test. This is going to send you the actual email. If you click preview, you're not exactly going to see what it's going to look like completely. Like for example, you don't see your email signature here. So if you want to see the full effect, you click on send test. What else? There's HTML. So if you're using like another video platform and you can get an HTML code for your video, then you can definitely use that. Icons, I don't really use icons, and we spoke about the text and core video. Once you're done with this, you're just going to click save template. It does take a little while to load. And then again, you just have to make sure your template name or you're saving over the current template, save changes. It takes a while to load. I'm going to warn you, kvCore is a little bit of a slowpoke. So just bear with it. So over here, the name that's right here, the only thing that your leads are going to see is the subject line and the actual email. This template name is just for you to look through your templates and find an email. And then this name right here is just what is whatever is in the email right here. So when you open up your campaigns, you can kind of see, the name of each email and what it has within it. So don't worry about that. It's just to help you, again, know what's in it. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to show you guys this campaign. Check spam. So it says, hello, thank you for your home valuation request. I sent over an email. When you get a chance, please let me know if you saw it. If not, it may be in your spam folder. Let me know. One of the things about kvCore as well is that your emails may go to the spam folder, and that can be stressful when you have a lot of leads and you're trying to contact them and they're not getting it, not opening it. Especially when you actually know the person and you're like, hey, I'm going to send you property, or I'm going to send you this, and you send it and then they're like, they never respond. And you're like, I sent you something. Sometimes we get busy and we don't even follow up, and we just assume that they got it and they didn't. And now they think you're a bad realtor because you haven't been sending them property or you haven't been connecting with them. So I like to use the text feature, even though I don't have the phone number. What you can do if you are worried that, you're going to send a text and someone's going to call you and you may not get the number like I was talking about earlier, you can create a text signature, or you can just add in the text, hey, by the way, this is my work phone. If you'd like to reach me on my cell phone, here is my number. Something along those lines. kvCore does send sort of like a text signature. It'll say your name and then eXp Realty. So I wouldn't do all of that. I would just add in your phone number at the bottom, or say, hey, if you would like to talk with me, call me on my cell phone directly. All right, so that's the text message. As you can see, they're going out at specific time periods from when the lead comes in. And I have to say that because you don't want to add anything time specific to your campaign. So I had someone say, hey, can you create me a holiday campaign? And I'm like, I wouldn't do that because let's say you set up the campaign now and you set it to start, let's say October. You set it up now and you have it going for October, but let's say someone comes in your CRM in January, and now, a few months from now, they're going to start getting October emails, Halloween emails, when it's not even Halloween. I hope that makes sense. Don't put anything time specific in your emails, in your campaign emails, just because you don't know when they're going to get it. You're not paying attention to when the lead is coming in and what emails they're getting. You're just kind of want to set it and forget it. So again, nothing time specific. Like for example, let me just give another example. You don't want to say something about tomorrow being the weekend or something like that. But anyhow, let me keep going. I'm going to look at the next email. Hi, first name. You requested a home valuation a couple days ago. I was curious if you had an idea to sell your home or if you're just curious on the current value. Either way, I'm happy to chat with you. Hello, just reaching out to see if you're thinking about selling your home or if you're simply curious. I'd love to chat with you either way. Let me know. Again, look at the times that these are going out. 30 minutes, day 2, day 7. If you would like to spread these emails out, you can. So if you look right over to the right-hand side, you can change the time unit. So you could say days, hours, minutes, and then you can select the time value, or you could run immediately. So as soon as the lead comes in, they're going to get it automatically. And they might look a little automated because we have a really long email here. And this takes time to type up. So maybe we can set this for, let's say 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Let's do 3 minutes. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys that it takes a little bit to load. There you go. Sometimes it takes longer, so just be patient. So we're going to keep going down. Hope you're doing well. I want to follow up regarding your home value. Our team has been analyzing the market and we have some valuable insights to share with you. Would you be interested in a free consultation? Again, you can open the new advanced template, add some buttons for a free consultation, add a photo, whatever it is that you want to add. You can add attachments. If you don't like what this says, you can edit. So yeah, so that is the campaign. It goes for actually 45 days. When this campaign is done, what you can do is you can transfer them to another status, or you can add a hashtag. Either one of these things could possibly trigger on another campaign. So if you have another campaign that starts with the hashtag, let's say 1 year or seller or something like that, you can add the hashtag, and then once you can add it to the bottom. So let's say you add a hashtag that says seller, which I have here already. But let's say I wanted to change this to the bottom, right? So instead of running immediately, I want to run it after 45, let's say 46 days, right? When this campaign ends, excuse me, I want to add a hashtag. And the reason being is that I want to set another campaign that starts with the hashtag seller. That way they don't just stop all the communications. Okay. So you want to make sure that your lead still continues to be contacted. So you can add a hashtag seller, or you could change you can change the status as well. So if you go here, add action, status change, again, you could do day 45, and you could say change the status to, let's say, prospect, because they're coming in as a new lead. So maybe you want to have a prospect campaign ready for sellers, and then at the end of this campaign, you're going to change them to the prospect status, and then the name is just, of course, again, right here, the name of the email or the text or the task. So I'm just going to say change to prospect to trigger new campaign, just so you remember why you did that. I guess I can't spell today. But anyways, so then you're going to save it. And then again, you're going to choose the time, and then you're going to save it. Okay. I'm not going to do that because I already, I have it set up a specific way. So we're going to just do that. So just make sure that you have another campaign ready to go with the hashtag seller. So I'm not going to get into that. But if you're interested, let me know. That way your leads don't just, stop getting contacted after 45 days. All right, so that's the campaign. This is the code here. I shared it with you over here. Hopefully you guys got it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. But I'm gonna go over to the next slide that talks about your email signature. So some of the things that you should have on your email signature is your photo. You should have your contact information. You should have a company name, EXP if you're with EXP, address, social media links, your website link. You could also do a search available homes, or get a free home value, or a reviews link. Whatever you want to add, just make sure that it looks professional. You also might want to add the wire fraud and confidentiality notices. That is this right here. It just talks about never trust wiring instructions sent via email. This protects you in case they send money. You had that notice in there. The other reason why, the other important thing is the address. So you want to make sure your address is not actually in a photo, but it's actually in text. And I'm going to show you guys what my email signature looks like. Let's see, it's been a minute. You guys probably see it all the time because some of you get my emails. All right, so this is my email signature. As you can see, it has my name, realtor, my phone number, website, email. Okay, if they have trouble reading that, they can just click these buttons right here. Okay, I also have what's my home worth, search homes in Central Florida. I have my kvCore services here because I do use my kvCore for kvCore. That's how I keep in contact with all of my agents that I'm helping with kvCore. I have a little thing here that says, if you ever find the home valuation, market report, search alerts irrelevant, just email me and I'll adjust your location for more relevant real estate information. To unsubscribe, click here. Make sure you always have an unsubscribe button, because if they're not able to unsubscribe, that can get a little stressful. If you're still sending emails and they don't want to get your emails, you can probably even get in trouble. So just be careful. Important notices, and then my location. Okay, so this is actually the other office address, but you have to have an address in here, in text, not in this photo, in here. The reason being is for the spam. Okay, so this helps your emails not go to spam when you have an address and an unsubscribe button in your email signature. I hope that makes sense. I hope this was motivational for you to go and create an email signature. If you need help with that, let me know. But we're gonna keep going. I just want to invite you all to my upcoming masterclass. I'm going to be going over how, and I didn't finish last night. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning trying to get all this created for you guys. But I'm going to cover importing your leads. I'm going to cover setting up automations. I'm going to cover campaigns, landing pages. I don't want to say I always do these classes, but I have done these classes multiple times, and the agents love it. It's kind of like a boot camp because my classes are usually like 3-4 hours sometimes, and I cover everything. I send you the recording. Sometimes I even clip the video into sections for you and put it in a nice folder so you can go back to those recordings. And then what's special about this masterclass is that it's my birthday, guys. So what I'm going to do for everyone that signs up is I am actually going to give you access to my campaigns, my campaign codes, my website codes, kvCore guides, and all of my previous webinars that I have recorded, including the kvCore and ChatGPT class. So I have a bunch of recordings, a bunch of cool things for you guys. So if you want to join, definitely let me know. I have here my information. Stay in touch. So if you want to, let me make this bigger. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope so. If you can just scan this is going to take you to my digital business card. So it's going to give you my social media. It's going to give you my phone number, my email, my link tree with all of my services. You're going to see on that link tree that the webinar link is there. If you are interested in joining the webinar, you can just let me know. And yeah, let's stay in touch. I'm here to help you guys. Let's go and see what I have next. Thank you for your support. Please leave a review. So I actually have a Google business page for my kvCore services. So um, I have started capturing reviews and things like that to try and help other agents, maybe who are not with EXP, who are struggling with kvCore. They can easily find me. So if you just Google kvCore services, you'll be able to see my Google business page. If you could please leave me a review. That will help me so much. Just screenshot this, take a picture, scan it, whatever you need to do. And I can also share the link with you guys on Facebook. I can send it in the email with this recording. But please, please leave a review. And I think that's it for this. There's not really anyone here that can ask a question. This would probably be the time where I say, hey, does anyone have a question? But no one's here. So let me go back and see if there's a couple other things I can share with you guys. Let's just talk about this profile real quick. So some of the things that you want to make sure you have set up with your kvCore is you want to make sure you have your photo here. You want to make sure that you have your name. I put Realtor, EXP Realty, Global Real Estate Brokerage. I really ride the EXP Global Brokerage, Cloud Brokerage horse, I guess you could say, because my idea is to become a referral agent. I want to eventually get to the point where I'm a referral agent globally, right? So I really just use that in my marketing a lot. You want to make sure you have the correct phone number, email. I always recommend that you create your own email, your own website domain, just because you will always have access to that, just in case. Make sure you have your social media links here. And again, you can edit if you just click on edit. And then you go down and you can have your little about me here and your email signature. So you want to make sure you have all of that set up, your website. Another thing is your leads. You can download something that's called the Export Contact app, and you can export everyone in your phone, import them, and you can set them up on like text campaigns or whatever the case is. That's pretty awesome. So very quickly, I'm gonna show you guys, if you do have leads in your kvCore that are not being contacted, just click on the lead, you'll be able to see. And over to the right-hand side, you'll see if they have a search alert, a campaign, market report, listing valuation set up, all that will be here. So that's how you'll know. And this portion right here, you'll be able to see what's going out to the lead. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Start setting some of these things up so your leads can be contacted. And yeah, that's about it. I am going to close up because that's all I have for you guys. But again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys need any help with kvCore, let me know. I'm here to help you. I absolutely love what I do. I'm gonna open this up again for anyone that didn't get my information, and I'm actually gonna type it in here if it makes it easier for you guys. So I'm gonna put my phone number over here and my email. My email is super easy. It's just kvcoreguru@gmail.com. Okay. Some of the things that I do, by the way, is I have some setup packages. So if you've done absolutely nothing with your kvCore, you can definitely choose from one of the packages. That includes the campaigns, the website, SEO, email signature, everything. landing pages and squeeze pages. So that looks like the document that I had showed you before, where it has all of your landing pages, squeeze pages, and these are links that you're going to post onto social media, creating QR codes. So this will help you get started with lead gen. Let's see. The other thing that I do is if you're like, well, you know, I already kind of have my kvCore set up, but I'm not exactly sure. I can do an audit of your kvCore, and then we can kind of see what you need done, and I can kind of give you a quote for that. I'm going to show you guys my link tree. This is where you can sign up. So it's linktree/kvcoreguru. This is where you find the link to my masterclass. You can add me on Instagram, YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel, but I'm not very active on it. I just created this website here to kind of be super easy for anybody who's like, I really do want my kvCore set up. There's different options. So you can do the setup package where I have a checklist that I send you, and you can get everything together, and then I can set it up for you. Then I have the audit where you'll email me your login to kvCore, and I'll kind of go through and let you know what I think you need to have set up. And then also we can do a Zoom coaching call. So I do Zoom coaching and consulting on Zoom. So if you want to schedule with me on my calendar, you can find that here. So my webinar, I have some campaigns available if you already know how to import them and you just want to have them in your arsenal of campaigns. They are here. Again, you'll have access to that if you join my webinar. Here are some reviews, people that I've worked with, and my information. So at the bottom of this, you'll see where it says subscribe to my mailing list. If you want to be part of my mailing list, I send out links to my webinars, you know, anything that I'm doing with kvCore, I will send it out to you guys. And you can here or also on my link tree, subscribe to my email list. You can also leave a review on here. So everything you need is right here on my link tree. So I definitely, so definitely save that. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys, whoever was listening, whoever joined. I hope that this was really helpful for you. But yeah, any questions? Nobody's on. I wish I had people to engage with. Next time I host a class, you guys better show up. All right, so I'm gonna shut this down now. Bye.